Today we're going to show you how to do a pair of knife tongs using our rapid knife tong blanks available at kensiron.com. These are the blanks that we'll be using, and we're going to start by thinning out this edge. We need to draw this area out here and thin this edge down to about 1/8 of an inch. So let's get these in the fire and show you how to do that. This is the area that we're going to start with. We need to forge this area down, thin this edge out to 1/8 of an inch or so using the cross peen of the hammer. So your blows will start like this. Then you can flip it over and work this side. And then you can use the corner of the anvil to square it up this way. And finally finishing on the face of the anvil, hitting this way and this way. Up to this point, both blanks should look the same, but now we need to make one right and one left. We need to bend the area that you just got done forging into this U shape, and we're going to do that on the vise. So let's go over to the vise and we'll show you how to get that done. Now we're going to bend up the jaw, the area we just got done forging, and to do that we're going to use the vise here. And I like to use a little piece of angle iron in my vise. It gives you a little bit more clearance for your hammer and also gives you a nice clean inside edge. So to do the left side, we're going to line this top edge up with the top of the angle iron or fairly close and clamp it in the vise, and then take our hammer and hammer towards the back. And then to do the right side, we'll take the other blank and stick it in from the right side and clamp it down, line it up the same way, and take our hammer and pound that one towards the back. And now we have our right and a left. This is our left blank that we got our 90-degree bend in, and we need to finish by putting the U-bend in it, and you will need to have a piece of scrap material that's the thickness of your knife blank material to finish this off. To start the bend, we're going to use the step of the anvil and position our material into the step of the anvil like this. And we're going to focus our blows, our hammer blows, along this edge of the blank. So our blows will come in here like this. We might have to roll this material a little bit as we're hammering to get it into that U shape. And once we have it bent into the U shape, we'll stick our scrap material in here and we'll be able to size that and get it the size that we need it. So let's heat this up and show you how to do that. Now we're going to do the right blank, the jaw on the right blank. We'll do pretty much the same way. We're going to hold the blank into the step of the anvil and focus our hammer blows along this edge. Our hammer blows will have to come at more of a 45-degree angle. And again, we're going to roll this material a little bit to shape that into a U shape. So let's heat this one up. Now we're starting with the right tong blank. We've got our jaw bent and now we need to forge in this offset. And we'll do that using the corner of the anvil. We need this edge to line up fairly close to this edge. It can be a little bit beyond that way. It gives us a little bit of clearance for our rivet. So we'll heat up this right blank. We are going to lay it with the jaw down. You can pull this up off the anvil just a little bit so you've got a little bit of an angle here. And our first hammer blow will focus right in this area. Then we'll flip it over 180 degrees so the jaw is up and pull the material towards yourself a little bit. And now our hammer blow will hit up in here. And again, these are just light blows, don't have to hit real hard. And again, this is the right tong blank. And let's go heat this up and show you how that's done. This is the left tong blank. It's going to be pretty much the same procedure, except we're putting a lot steeper offset in here. But we'll start with the jaw down. Raise your material up here and focus your hammer blows right in here. And we're going to bend that to about at least a 45-degree angle. Then we'll flip it over and focus our hammer blows up in here and bend it back. Now if you're worried about this end, this jaw getting deformed, you can quench this in the slack tub before you start your bending process. So let's heat this one up. We've got our jaws bent and offset. We'll lay our left blank on the anvil. Our right blank goes on top, and you can see they line up fairly close. Now we need to drill the hole for the rivet and finish the reins. The reins can be done, you can leave them as is. You can take a belt sander or a flap disc and a small grinder and ease these edges, or you can forge these to your liking. So let's go get these drilled so we can put these together and get them fit. I've got the reins drawn out now and sanded lightly. I've got the hole drilled for the rivet, and I've sanded on the jaws to clean those up. Now it's time to rivet them together, so I'll put the rivet in the left hand one, put the right hand on top. I'm just going to set the rivet cold so it doesn't fall out of the hole. Now let's go put them in the forge and heat them up, and we'll finish riveting. Okay, we're fitting these for 1/4 by 1. Just going to hammer these up in here, make sure everything's tight. Now we're going to go over to the vise, clamp them in the vise, just open up the reins a little bit. Make sure everything is in line this way. We'll rotate them 90 degrees and grab them this way. Make sure everything is lined that way. You got a little bit of a twist in them, so I'm just going to grab them with another pair of tongs. You could use a wrench or something. Just give them a little bit of a twist that way. Try to keep everything lined up as close as in line as possible. The last thing we want to do is just ease the tongs, just move them back and forth a little bit. And there, your knife tongs are done. Well, we've got our knife tongs finished. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to contact us at kensiron.com or leave a comment in the comment section below. Thanks for watching.